everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I am not in my studio at the moment. I am walking the streets of Coimbra, which is in Portugal. It's actually the former capital of Portugal before it then moved down towards Lisbon, something I didn't know until I got here. So why are we in Coimbra? Well, we just did a little road trip all the way from Cheshire through France into Portugal because I'm going to do some fabric shopping. Actually, it's because Sam had some work here and I thought I would join him in his endeavors and use that as an opportunity to check out this new city and do some fabric shopping. It is gloriously hot here. It's like 26 degrees. We are in the middle of October. This is how I expect my autumns to be, but alas, we do not get this in the UK. It is rainy and boring. So as you can tell, I am very, very happy. And I am currently walking to our first destination where we're gonna have a look and see what fabric Coimbra has to offer. Okay, so we just got to the first fabric store, which is called Avenue 7. It looks pretty cool. I'm gonna go inside to see what there is. I think the other fabric stores that I've at least seen are somewhere in this area, so they're kind of close by, and I think there's another one that's like on the other side of town. So I'm gonna go in here. I can already see some cute fabrics. Let's go inside. So we're in the store, and from what I can gather, all of these ones here with the green are whole cuts, and that's the price for the whole cuts. And then everything up here and around the back is by the meter. And yeah, I've seen some pretty cute things, so I'm going to keep looking for a little while, see if I can maybe find something that I want to take home with me. Gosh, I'm so sweaty. So I just got out of Avenue 7 and I bought one fabric. They have beautiful fabrics in there, but they are pretty pricey. But it's also because they're like the high quality, really nice fabrics. So I understand the prices. I spent 80 euros. 80 euros on one fabric and only 2 meters. But I am trying to buy better quality, not so much polyester. These are really, really, really nice fabrics, and I plan to make a really, really nice pair of trousers with them. So I'm not too fussed on it. I just have to get used to, like, you want quality fabrics, you might have to spend a pretty penny. So yeah, I'm just walking up the road, and I've also found right here is a knitting shop. It's got lots of yarn in it. I don't really knit myself, but I will have a little look for you guys who do knit, so you know where to come to next time. So this is the name of the store, and like Avenue 7 is literally just there, so it's like 3 shops up, and they've got loads, from what I can see, lots of yarn in there. So if you're really into knitting or crochet, they're having a sale on, so that is for you guys. But we are now going to go head up this road and find the other fabric shops. Found the next place. This is about 5 minutes away from the first place, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff inside as well as remnants out at the front, so we're gonna have a look, see what's inside. Looks like there's a lot in that. I've already seen this. How cute. Fabric Godmother had a fabric very much like this, which I was gonna get, and then I think it sold out in like 2 seconds, so maybe, but let's see what is inside. Looks big. It looks like they've got an upstairs and everything. Ooh. Okay, they have a really good selection of like knits, terries, all these nice like knitted fabrics. Really, really nice. And it's so cold in the UK and it's only going to get colder, so I am considering. We also have these nice cable knit, already pre-knit knits, which is also good for like a nice jumper. So that is a consideration.
I write 20.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so just came out of Tecidos de Coimbra. I love that store. There was so much in there. I literally spent like 2 hours in there. It's like 3 o'clock now. I got in at like 1. And I bought a lot. Like I got a whole bag of stuff. Can't wait to show you guys. So if you can see there, that is the fabric store I was just at. And I walked up this road, and this is the other one just right here on the corner. So we're gonna go inside, see what it's all about. All right, let's go have a look. We got buttons, haberdashery items, as well as like underwear and stuff. Looks like there's all sorts of things to have a look at, so let's have a look. I went in, there was lots of haberdashery items. I actually really needed to go in there because there was a few things that I wanted to make, some accessories, a few trims that I want to put on some shirts and stuff like that. So quite happy, got myself a nice little second bag, and now I think I'm going to do some sightseeing today because the bags are heavy and I'm also hungry. So we will conclude for today and then tomorrow see what else is out there. Hello everyone, so we are now in Porto. We left Coimbra, and funny story, yeah, I said I was going to go into Coimbra like all the days, but we actually went to loads of other towns and there were like no fabric stores there. So you heard from me that one day of fabric shopping and then you never heard from me again. I'm sorry. I'm in Porto now. I'm about to head out. It is raining a lot outside, so I get to use my raincoat today. Haha, the trench coat is gonna be used in the rain. I don't think it's waterproof though, so we'll see. We're just gonna do that. We're wearing just like a gym outfit because I am going to work out at some point today. And also, Porto is all uphill, all of it. So I'd rather not be in the rain with jeans and walking uphill. So we're doing the sports clothing today. Let's go fabric shop. Okay, so this is what the fit is looking like. We've got my gym stuff, hat, trench coat. We're gonna pull the sleeves up because even though it's actually kind of stopped raining, even though it's like wet, it's still like 21 degrees, so it's still warm. So I suspect I'm gonna spend the rest of the day holding this in my hands when it gets too warm. But we're liking the fit. Got my little fun baggy moon bag thing, and let's go. Okay, we are back in town and I totally forgot that the one fabric store that I wanted to go to is closed for lunch. So now I've got to go find something else to do for an hour. I did walk past some of the other ones that I've been to before, but honestly the selection was a bit meh. Like the linen one was mostly linens with a few other ones, and right next to it is like this super expensive one that I looked in there, I saw the prices and I thought, I'm not trying to be poor today. So I just kind of had a nice little look, said thank you, and got my ass out of there. So now I'm just walking around town. I haven't had lunch yet, so maybe I'll go do that. And then we're going to go back to Fabric World, which has a great selection, good prices, and is around the corner from where I am at the moment. So if you're wondering why I'm taking so long, that's why I'm taking so long. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so we are back at World of Fabrics, and there's already 5 million things that I want. It's my friend Hillary, and we are, yeah, I've already seen so many things. Hi! Like this, look at this, love it. Coating. I recently saw, you know, like the mini skirt with the jacket combo. I think I want to do that, but I don't know what to do it with. So that was my trip to Portugal. As you can see, I am home now and back with the miserable weather. Yeah, it's okay though, because now I'm going to show you all the fabrics that I actually got from both Coimbra and Porto, because I was in 2 places, as well as there were a few other places that we went through, but those were the only 2 places where I actually bought fabric. So I won't really be doing this in order because I've just got like a bunch of stuff here, but I will start with everything I got in Coimbra and then go on to the stuff that I got in Porto. So the first fabric that I got is this really beautiful Italian suiting. It's actually a wool. It is a very fine thread, beautiful drape, and then this gorgeous like forest bottle green. I got this from Avenida 7, which is basically Avenue 7. They have them, I think, all over Portugal, because I've seen them in Lisbon, I've seen them in Porto, and there was one in Coimbra. So I only picked up the one in this shop. Everything they had in that shop was beautiful, but it was also super expensive. And this, if you feel the quality of it, very good quality. I plan to make a really nice pair of trousers with this, and yeah, perfect drape. It will be nice and warm because it's wool, feels great on the skin. Yes, this cost me like 80 euros and it's only like 2.5 meters. It was a remnant and it was a final cut, but I've been trying to buy more high quality fabrics, as well as obviously like my normal, if I see it and I love it, I'll buy it. I found that when I first started buying fabrics, I would just buy everything because it was a bargain. Now after years of going through my fabrics and like trying to use them, I appreciate the higher quality, better thread counts, more natural materials. Like I will still sometimes buy polyester because I have in this case, but if I'm looking to make a specific item, I will always kind of like look at what kind of fabric it is first. So in this case, the more higher quality you get, the more expensive it's going to be. So hence this. So it came up to 80 euros for 2.5 meters. I don't regret it though, because this is the same brand of fabric that is used in designer brands like Loro Piana, those beautiful trousers which cost 400, 500, 600 pounds. I got the exact same fabric, exact same drape in a color that I like to make my trousers, which will fit me perfectly, for 80 euros. When you think about it, kind of a bargain. So that was the only thing that I got from Avenue 7. I then went over to the main fabric store in Coimbra, which was kind of like secluded in like the little streets. There was one other, but it wasn't open, so I didn't go to it. This one, I did get a bunch of stuff, so I'll just show you everything that I got from there. The first thing was this just plain black fabric. I've been looking for like a black wool fabric, but also like maybe with a mix of viscose. It's got a little bit of drape for it because I want to make just like a simple black mini skirt. Now I do have one already, but it was before I lost all of my weight. It's actually like 5 sizes too big for me, and it's so big that I would have to basically take it apart, recut it completely to make it the size that I need it. So instead of doing that, and also the fabric was a little bit cheaper because it was something that I bought, I prefer to just get the fabric that I want and just make the skirt that I want straight off the bat. So I don't quite remember the price of this, but I got 2 meters of it and I will be using this for a mini skirt. The next fabric is a chiffon in this leopard print. It is super sheer, super gorgeous, and all I can think about when I saw this was just like, you know, those like super sexy like slip dresses with the cowl neck front. I've seen one in this exact print and it's like super slinky. It's got really thin straps and it's got a cross back. It's very summery, it's very sultry, like summer evenings we're going out to a party, and it's in a sheer fabric, which means it would definitely need a lining or not. That was like all I saw when I saw this fabric. I walked past it 3 times in the store before I was just like, okay, I guess we're getting it, because I keep coming back to it. So I picked up 3.5 meters, mostly because if I make this dress, it's got to be on the bias, and I was trying to figure out how much fabric would I need if I'm cutting on the bias, because obviously you're cutting on the diagonal, you might need slightly more than if you were cutting on the fold. So 3.5 meters of this. Absolutely gorgeous, great drape, but yes, very happy with that, and hopefully you can see the vision of the dress that I plan on making with this. So the next item I got was a jumper material. They had a really good selection of like jumper sweater materials. This one is actually knitted. It isn't like a terry or like a sweatshirt material. This one is actually like knitted by itself, and it's got quite a bit of stretch to it. I picked up 2.5 meters of this, mostly because I did think I was going to maybe just like make a jumper or like a knit turtleneck or something like that for winter, but then I thought maybe I might want to make a dress, and I have a few patterns where you can make a knitted dress. There was one from Vicky Sews that I made earlier in the year, which has the seams on the outside which are overlocked, which I think would look really cool in this fabric, so maybe we'll do something like that. So I got a little bit more, and while we were there in the jumper department, this fabric here is the softest. Oh my gosh, this so soft, so soft, and like a really nice kind of corally red color. Now, I don't really go for reds, even though I feel like it could look really good. I prefer orange over red, and if I'm gonna go for a red, then it would need to be not cherry red. It needs to kind of be a coral, maybe a hint of orange or it goes over to the other side towards the pinks and purples. So this, I think, is probably the reddest I've ever gone in terms of something that I might wear regularly, but it is so soft. I'm obsessed with it. It's super, super soft. So this is also another knitted jumper material. This one is a lot softer than the yellow and slightly thicker, and it's got a stretch only on one side, not the other sides. It's also got pretty good drape. So I got 3 meters of this because I wasn't sure if I wanted a long cardigan, a jumper dress, or I could do a little 2-piece business, like a cute little jumper top and maybe like a little mini skirt, you know, one of those cute sets. This is definitely the fabric to do it, and it's so soft. I cannot wait to wrap this around my body. And finally, the last thing I got from the fabric store in Coimbra is this tweed fabric. This is one of the first things that I saw when I walked in, and it is really, really good. Like, so from afar, it could probably look grey, but as you get closer, it's like gold and black with like lots of different colors. It feels festive, but this would make a great like Chanel 2-piece skirt and jacket set. But I think this would make an amazing blazer, something like that with big gold buttons. Oh yeah, I think that would be gorgeous. So I'm quite excited to get stuck in this. So those are all the fabrics that I got when I was in Coimbra, but then we went over to Porto after a couple of days. I've already been fabric shopping in Porto before, so if you want to check out that video, I will pop that in the description bar below. But it has been a while since I've been there, so I figured let's go and have a look, because obviously the fabric stores are not going to have the exact same things that they did last time. So I didn't actually check out all the places. I just headed to the one store that had like the biggest variety, and that was Fabric World. So the first fabric that I got from Fabric World was this. This is a brown, like a tan brown needle cord. Now I got this with a specific project in mind. A few videos back you would have seen that I wanted to make a shift dress and shirt combo, and this is for the shift dress. I think it's very autumn and winter specific. It's also a corduroy, so it's going to be really nice and sturdy as well as warm and quite versatile. I like cord fabrics, but the larger and the bigger the wales, which are the little stripes, the less I like it. So needle cords for me are perfect because from afar you can't even see them, and as you get close up you can see that is a cord, and it still has the same properties as a corduroy that might have bigger wales. So that is that. I seem to also have a little bit of a animal print going on because the next fabric that I got was this viscose fabric in this beautiful zebra print, or would we say tiger? I don't know. Like zebras and tigers kind of have like the same kind of stripes, you know? So this came in 2 different colorways. It came in like a white with a black, and then it came with this like cream navy, this brown navy. I really, really like this brown navy version. So this has got a slight bit of stretch to it. It's basically a stretch cotton. I think this is going to be a dress. I've been thinking about what dress it might be. I do have a trip to Buenos Aires coming up, so maybe we will make something that we can wear for dinner in the evening. So I'm quite excited about that, and honestly I think the colorway is really, really nice. So the next fabric I got was also in the same print, a little bit more abstract, but this one is in a cream and like brownie type color. It's also in a seersucker cotton fabric, which is kind of like crinkle cotton. I got quite a bit of this because we're going to be making these very cute and very warm pajamas out of this seersucker cotton, which is I think it's gonna look very nice. Please, like, yes, I think it's going to be great. So that was everything that I bought fabric wise in both Coimbra and Porto, but I did find one haberdashery in Coimbra that did so many beautiful trims, and I may have gone a little bit mad because it was quite cheap. So let me show you the trims that I got, and then that is it. So I bought maybe 5 or 6 different types of lace trim. First of all, they were really cheap. And second of all, they were really nice. And third of all, I don't know if you remember a couple of videos back, I made a dress from an Etsy pattern company, and it was a V-neck dress that was on the bias, and I made it out of this beautiful orange fabric that I got from Malaysia. I did say that I wanted to make it out of like a black silk and add lace cutouts inside it because it was made to have like a lace front and a lace back. All I could think about was like the black, silky, vampy, lacy dress. So when I saw all of these lace trims, then naturally I thought, oh, maybe I can just find the trims that we're looking for. There were so many, and I still don't know quite what style I want, so I got a whole bunch because I know I probably use these in other things. The first one that I got was like really, really beautiful. A lot of them were quite wide, and I did get a few thinner ones to use for like strapping and also for some other fabrics. The second one is also quite similar, but this one has a scalloped edge, which works really well in underwear making as well. This third one has a scalloped edge, but is also open on one side, which also makes it a lot easier to add it as an insert. You can imagine this on the end of a shirt, at the bottom of a skirt. These are the sort of things that this kind of lace would be really, really good for. So this one intrigued me because it is double laced on both sides, but is also over elastic. So the whole thing stretches, which is pretty good. Also, I've seen some really nice scrunchies, like really giant oversized ones that have like big laces. Feels very Spanish. So I also got some of that because I think I want to make one of those also. I did also get a small frilly one, which is about 1.5 inches wide. This one would work really well at like the end of a coat, like bottom of sleeves, cuffs, necklines. Absolutely beautiful. And I got them all in black because I'm more likely to use these in black than I am white. Lastly, I saw this beautiful pleated fabric that has then been frilled and overlocked at the end. It's really, really beautiful. So beautiful that I also got it in the white because I can see this as a neckline for a white shirt or something around the cuffs or even on a bag or accessories. So I got enough to be able to do it in both colors. And that is all the trim I got. The ladies in the haberdashery didn't know what to do with me. I came in and luckily Portuguese has some similarities to Spanish because I don't speak Portuguese, so I was really struggling. So I was just like, tres, and she was like, Trish, and I was like, all right, okay, cool. So I was like 3, and then I was like 3 and 3 to like 6. So we were making it work. But yeah, they were just like, I don't know why you need all of this trim, and I was like, I don't know either, they're just pretty. So I've got all these beautiful trims and I cannot wait to use them, especially in that V-neck, vampy, bias cut, lacy dress. That is going to be in the cards. Probably not soon, but hopefully in the new year I'll make myself something cute like that. So that's it. That is everything. This was my trip to Portugal and everything that I got while I was out there. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Which one was your favorite fabric? Do you just love the trims that I got? Because I love them. Should I go back to buy some more corduroy or maybe that leopard print outdoor fabric, which I completely forgot to buy? Let me know in the comments. I will be reading. And if you haven't already, then subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I post another video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.